What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor & Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor & Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor & Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, April the 9th. We have Jean Howard with us, who is a registered dietitian. Good to have you here, Jean.
Thank you, Paul.
You know, we have registered dietitians on the program from time to time. I'd like to explain, what does a registered dietitian do?
We do a wide variety of things, but they mostly entail some aspect of nutrition. So to be a registered dietitian, you have to go through 4 years of college, plus 12 years of supervised practice under other dietitians, and then pass a registry exam. That's a national exam, so that and then they let you loose in the world.
Yeah. As a whole, are we as a nation eating better or worse these days?
I think that depends on where you look. So I think there's a wide gulf in between the people who are very conscientious about what they eat and are doing the unprocessed foods and lots of vegetables and fruits, and then people who eat the same 10 foods all the time.
The same 10 foods?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you write down all the foods that you eat, you will see if you have a wide variety of food or if you're basically eating the same things over and over. So, for example, bread, meat, green beans, potatoes. You'd be surprised how your food comes in just a few headlines a lot of times, just a few categories. So,
but what if you're eating the same, you make it sound like eating the same food all the time is not good for you. What if you're eating vegetables all the time and you're eating broccoli and carrots and beets, and you're eating that all the time along with some nuts and leafy vegetables? Is that good for you?
That's good, but you named several different vegetables all in one, so each vegetable has its own set of good nutrients, but overall vegetables are a great thing to eat, nuts are a great thing to eat, fruit is a great thing to eat. You should make sure that you have 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. Okay,
5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day.
Yes.
All right, and we're just about out of time. I wanted to ask you about eggs, because I read a story the other day. I love eggs. I love egg sandwiches. And it said now maybe eggs aren't the best thing for you anymore.
Well, when you look at the headlines, the headlines really grab you. But if you read underneath that, what that study said is that when you eat 3 eggs, people who eat 3 eggs a day had more heart disease, or they had more this, or they had more that. It wasn't a cause and effect study. So it's like saying, if you drink 3 cups of coffee, you're going to have heart disease. Well, coffee's been investigated for decades and decades, and no cause and effect has ever been found, and I think the same thing's going to be true about eggs. That was an association study, not a cause and effect where these people ate more eggs, and yes, they died of heart attack.
Okay, so eggs are okay?
Eggs are still okay.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you said that, because I love eggs. Jean Howard, thank you so much for coming by. It's
You're
good
welcome,
talking
Paul.
to you. If you want more information about this, you can go to the website. It is called eatright.org. Eatright.org, and you get all the information that you need about good nutrition. Okay? Now you talk about good nutrition, we talk about good people and good groups. Voluntary Action Center. How'd you like that for a segue there?
I love being in that good group, Paul.
Yeah.
That is what you were saying, right?
Right, that is
okay,
exactly
good. Both people and organization-wise, right?
Nick Foster, good to have you here, Nick.
Thank you, Paul.
What have we got going with Voluntary Action?
Well, I want to talk about our 50th anniversary. Voluntary Action Center, VAC, has been around 50 years this year, and we are celebrating all year long. The organization began, I think maybe a lot of people might not know, to promote volunteerism in the community. It began actually as the Volunteer Information Center. It was all volunteer-led. And over a course of just a few years, they began to recognize there were some needs in the community that needed to be met of a more basic nature. And really, the idea in the beginning was to help people who want to volunteer to find those volunteer opportunities. In other words, to help people that wanted to meet a need to find the avenues by which they could help meet those needs. And so we did that as an organization, and then began to offer services. Over time, the services have taken more of a role in what we do, and in the early 1970s, the organization became Voluntary Action Center. It was part of a nationwide effort that came out of the Nixon administration, as a matter of fact, to encourage volunteerism. And there are a number of them around the country still, but not nearly as many as there were at one time, and we're one of those. So we're celebrating 50 years this year.
You have been a very important part of our community, an integral part of the community for many, many years. I can't remember the number of times that when we were doing the Pepper and Friends show, we would get letters from people who needed assistance and needed help. The first thing that came to my mind was Voluntary Action Center. And I would call down there, put them in touch with it, and Voluntary Action Center always came through. And I know you're still doing the same thing now.
We do everything that we can to help people who are struggling. The whole idea behind our services is to provide a bridge between crisis and stability, to help people who are going through a difficult period to regain their stability so that they can be on their own again.
Right. And sometimes that instability comes when you least expect it.
That's true.
You think everything's going along okay, and all it takes is one curveball, and you've got a problem.
And we have a lot of people in our community who are at a place of vulnerability, whereas if they hit that really tough patch, they have a problem getting through it. So just tomorrow morning, Voluntary Action Center, VAC, will be the gold sponsor for the quarterly membership breakfast for the Columbia Chamber of Commerce. That's going to happen at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll be up really, really early. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I'll be able to sleep very well, but we're going to have a 15-minute program at the beginning of the breakfast that will let people know about us. I think there are a lot of people in the community. Paul, you're very well aware of what VAC does and who we are. There are a lot of people who maybe have heard about us, but they don't necessarily know a whole lot about what we do. So we're looking forward tomorrow to telling people about what we do and letting them know how they can participate and be a part and support their neighbors in need.
Yeah. Will you be sponsoring the fan club again this summer?
That's coming up, right? It will start in May, just next month. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it's coming right up.
Right.
And we'll have an air conditioner program.
It was just Christmas.
It was. We just got through the holidays, and now that summer is dead,
right. And then you're talking about
us.
Christmas. You'll have Christmas in July, right?
That'll happen in July, yes.
That's when you bring Santa in, and then, of course, you help out when it's time to go back to school for the kids.
I was about to say the back-to-school health fair will happen at the end of July, July around the 27th, that Saturday.
So we've made a complete circle there.
Pretty much, but it seems that that's the way life goes for most of us, right?
Yes, it does.
We do the circle, then we do it again.
As long as we can keep going in that circle, we're okay.
One step at a time.
Right. Nick Foster, thank you. If people want more information, how can they contact you, or if they need help?
They can call us at 874-2273 or visit us at vacmo.org.
The Voluntary Action Center. Okay. Thank you very much,
Thank
Nick.
you, Paul.
Tomorrow, Lynn Rossi, Eat for Life. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.